There was a time, not too long ago, when walking up to someone, looking them in the eyes, and saying hi felt like the most natural thing in the world. Now there's hesitation, there's silence, there's distance. There are men who see her from across the room, who feel something spark inside. But still, they don't move. They stay still. They stay silent. And then she walks away, never knowing how close she was to hearing the truth behind someone's eyes. So, why don't men approach anymore? It's not fear of women. It's not laziness. It's not arrogance. It's pain. It's experience. It's exhaustion. You see, every man you've ever passed by carries a history of rejection, of misinterpretation, of being misunderstood, of being accused of motives he never had. He might have just wanted a simple conversation. But the world made him feel like even kindness could be dangerous, even sincerity could be suspect. And so, he stopped trying. Because in today's world, approaching a woman isn't just about bravery, it's about risk. And for many men, that risk feels too heavy. He's been told, don't be creepy, don't make her uncomfortable, don't stare too long, don't smile too much, don't smile too little, don't get it wrong. And so eventually, he started believing that even getting it right could still cost him. So he steps back. He keeps it in, not because he lacks interest, but because he's learned the price of vulnerability in a world that punishes it. A man who doesn't approach anymore might be the same man who once believed in fairy tales, who once thought love starts with a glance, with a laugh, with a spark across the room. But now he believes love only comes when it's safe. Because he's tired of misreading the signals, tired of being the villain in stories he never meant to enter, tired of the cold shoulders, the dismissive looks, the moments where he offered respect and was handed suspicion in return. The truth is, men aren't taught how to navigate this space anymore. They're told to be bold, but not too bold, to take the lead, but not to initiate too early, to be strong, but not intimidating, to be vulnerable, but not too emotional. It's like trying to cross a bridge that keeps collapsing beneath them. So they retreat, not because they don't care, but because they care too much to keep being seen as less. Somewhere along the line, men stopped feeling like it was okay to be human. And the price? Silence, distance, disconnection. You wonder why he didn't come talk to you, why he looked, then looked away, why he smiled and never followed through. It wasn't you. It wasn't that you weren't beautiful or magnetic or intriguing. It was that in his heart, he questioned if his presence would be perceived as pressure. He questioned if his approach would be seen as an intrusion, not an invitation. And when you doubt your own goodness, you stop offering it. There are good men out there, deep feelers, quiet protectors, men who write messages and never send them, men who rehearse the hello but never find the timing, men who wanted to say, "You caught my eye today," but feared the world might twist it into something darker. This isn't about weakness. It's about the weight of being misunderstood one too many times. And you know what's even more tragic? Some men stopped approaching not because of rejection, but because of performance. Because in a world of filters and followers, even conversations feel like auditions. Swipe culture made love a marketplace, where worth is ranked and interest is measured in emojis, not eye contact. How can a man feel seen when he's just one DM in a sea of unread messages? How can he believe his voice matters when algorithms decide attention? He remembers a time when connection was built slowly, when you met someone over coffee, not through curated bios, when love was born from presence, not performance. But now it feels like everyone's performing, and sincerity has no audience. So he stopped showing up. And yet, he still thinks about you. He still wonders what would have happened if he'd walked over that day. If he'd ignored the fear and just said something. But silence always feels safer than the possibility of being misunderstood. So what's the solution? It's not about asking men to be louder. It's about creating a space where they can be real, where honesty isn't punished, where curiosity isn't criminalized, where a hello isn't treated like a threat. Approaching someone shouldn't feel like stepping onto a battlefield. It should feel like walking into a moment, one filled with possibility, not pressure. Men want to be seen, but they don't want to be feared. They want to be strong, but not in ways that silence them. They want to be loved. Not for what they say, not for how they perform, but for who they are. So the next time you wonder, why didn't he come talk to me? Understand, he might have been fighting 1,000 invisible battles in that moment. Battles shaped by culture, experience, and fear. Not by ego. He saw you, he noticed, he wanted to. But the world taught him that sometimes silence is safer than sincerity. And until we make space for men to be both respectful and human, strong and uncertain, bold and kind, we'll keep missing each other in moments that were meant to bring us closer. The real reason men don't approach anymore isn't because they've lost interest. It's because the world made them question whether their interest was even welcome. So if one ever finds the courage to say hello, to compliment you without expectation, to start a conversation that costs him nothing but honesty, know that it's not just words. It's trust. And trust is the rarest thing we offer when we've been taught to hide.